Hey there. Today we're going to take a walk through a powerful story from the Bible, the story of the prodigal son. It's a story many of us know, but I want you to hear it with fresh ears and see how its lessons apply to our lives today. I want to share with you not just the story, but the journey of growth, mistakes, and redemption that each of us can relate to in our own way. Imagine you're at a crossroads in your life, feeling suffocated by the same old routine. That's exactly where the prodigal son begins his journey. He's got a home, a family, everything he could need, yet he decides that what's waiting for him out there in the world is far more exciting than staying where he is. In the story, the prodigal son goes to his father and asks for his inheritance, his share of the family wealth, before his father even passes away. It's a bold request, almost like saying, "I'd rather live my life now than wait for the future. I don't need your guidance or your rules. I want freedom, and I want it now." Sound familiar? How many of us have been there? Chasing after what seems like freedom, not realizing that sometimes the very thing we think will give us freedom can lead to chaos and pain. The prodigal son was looking for something outside himself, something that could satisfy his desires. But the truth is that freedom came with consequences. He leaves home, takes all that money and spends it recklessly. The Bible calls it wild living, which in today's world we might call living for the moment, partying, chasing after things that are temporary, trying to fill that empty space inside with things that don't last. It's a pursuit of pleasure without purpose. But here's the thing, none of it satisfied him. Eventually, all that money ran out. The people who were once around him, those who shared his party life, disappeared when he had nothing left. He finds himself lonely, broke, and ultimately, working in a job he never imagined, feeding pigs. It's a job so degrading, so far from the life he had before, and it hits him. It hits him hard. And here's where the change begins. The prodigal son, sitting in that mud, comes to a painful realization. He had everything he needed at home: love, belonging, guidance. But he wanted something different, and now all he has is regret. Have you ever been there? Have you ever chased after something, thinking it would bring you joy, only to find out that it leaves you more empty than before? At this moment, he decides to return home. It's not easy. He doesn't know if he'll be welcome back, but he knows that going back is his only option. He decides to ask for forgiveness, but what he doesn't expect is this. As soon as his father sees him coming, he runs to him. No questions, no blame, just a father filled with love and mercy. The father doesn't say, "I told you so," or "You should have listened." Instead, he celebrates his son's return with a feast. He's overjoyed because what matters most is that his son has come back. This is the heart of the story. No matter how far we wander, how many mistakes we make, we can always return. There's always forgiveness waiting for us. And that, my friends, is the beauty of grace. Now, what can we take from the story of the prodigal son in our modern lives? First, we learn about the dangers of chasing after things that promise instant gratification. We live in a world where everything seems to be available at the snap of a finger: money, success, fame, pleasure. But those things don't last, and when they fade, they often leave us feeling more empty than before. Second, we see the importance of reflection. Sometimes we need to step back, hit rock bottom, and take a hard look at what we've done with our lives. But that moment of realization is not the end. It's the beginning. The prodigal son didn't stay in the mud. He got up and went home. And so can you, so can I. Lastly, the story teaches us about the power of forgiveness. Not just forgiving others, but accepting the forgiveness that is offered to us. It's easy to feel unworthy or lost, but remember that God's love is always there, waiting to embrace us, no matter how far we've strayed. So wherever you are on your journey, whether you're feeling lost, stuck, or far from where you want to be, know this: it's never too late to turn around and return back to your Father in heaven. The love, the grace, and the second chances are there, waiting for you. All you have to do is make the choice to return and take that first step home. Thank you for listening. I hope this story has inspired you to reflect, grow, and embrace the love that's always waiting for you. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and remember, no matter where you are always loved.